So during today's session, I will show you how you can customize your user interface with your own company branding, adding an even higher level of professionalism. So upon login, your project managers and suppliers, so translators and revisers for instance, will be immediately greeted with your company logo, providing assurance that they've reached the right place and reinforcing your brand. So you should be normally able to see my screen now. So I am connected to a Wordbee environment, connected as an administrator, because you should know that only the administrator of the Wordbee platform is able to modify its look and feel. So in the first place, I'm going to show you how to customize the general look and feel of your Wordbee Translator environment, and in a second step, we'll see how to customize the login page of the platform, and finally we'll see how we can customize the home page, so the page I am in right now. So we'll see that we can also customize this page. But let's directly start with the general customization of the look and feel of the platform. So in order to customize it, you'll need to reach the settings page of the platform, and then you can see the first section is look and feel. So you can directly click configure here. So you can see that this page is divided into 3 sections, and we're going to focus right now on the section customize general look and feel. So we need to click edit to be able to customize the page. So first, the first thing you can change is the logo here. So on top, in the banner on top. So by default, if you have had a recent Wordbee Translator platform, you should have the banner I have right now. So this green banner with the Wordbee logo, and you should have your the tabs of your platform in green and a gray background. If you have a previous version of our platform, then the background is gray as well as the tabs, and you have a previous Wordbee logo on top. Okay, but what if you want to upload your own logo? So first, note that you can only upload JPEG images. Images like PNG files or GIF files won't work. So this is important to know. So let's take, for example, a sample logo. Okay, so let me just change something so that you can see my screen. Okay, so I have on the desktop of my computer a logo, okay, a sample logo, and it is, let's imagine it is the one of my company, and I want to take this logo and upload it into the banner of my Wordbee platform. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to open it with Paint. Okay, so regarding the height of the image, it is up to you to decide. Okay, so I'm going to resize this image because I think it is too big right now. Oh, maybe not, maybe now it's too little. Okay, this size is okay for me. So the height of the image is now 94 pixels. So it's okay. Now, in order for the image to be the size of the Wordbee banner, you should have the length of the image should be 1000 pixels. Okay, so I extend the image until I reach 1000 pixels. Oops. Okay, so now 1000 pixels on 94 pixels. So I can save my changes. You're in Page, so you can of course position the logo elsewhere on the banner if you want. Just select the image and then you place it where you want. And when you have configured the logo the way you want, just save your changes, and now you'll be able to upload it on your Wordbee environment. So just click Select, and now I have my image. If we now click Save, we see our new banner. Okay, And the problem here is now that my logo is blue, and now it's not really nice with the green tabs here. And besides, now that the background of the image is white, I cannot see anymore on the top right hand corner of the platform the help link, as well as the my account link and the login link. I cannot see them anymore, so it is a problem. So what you need to do now is to modify advanced settings. We're going to see it right now. So open again the look and feel section. We click edit, and here you have advanced custom styles. So it corresponds to CSS codes, and CSS stands for cascading style sheets. It describes actually how HTML elements are to be displayed on a screen, a paper, or in other media. So CSS saves a lot of work. It can control the layout of multiple web pages all at once. So CSS codes are very easy to define and use for IT persons, for instance. And if you're not an IT person, you have good tutorials online, like w3schools.com. I'm opening here. So on this website, you have really good tutorials, as well as on csstutorial.net, for instance. Here also you have very good online tutorials. And if you're not an expert, I will show you the different elements you can easily customize. So what we're going to do is that we're going to copy the CSS codes that are by default provided on your environment, and we're going to paste them on a notepad page. So normally everyone has notepad, so it wouldn't be a problem. Okay, so this is the CSS code. So no worries, it's very easy to modify. So for instance, if you want to change the color of the tabs here, the green color is actually this one, so the first one, background color. If you want to check what is the color here, you can copy the code and open a web application named html-color-codes.info, and here copy the color code, and it will show you to which color it corresponds to. Okay, so here basically you should just find the right color for you, so the color of your company color, for instance. So here, for instance, I want the color that corresponds to this code. Okay, so I want this specific blue because it is the blue of my company. So I just copy the code here. I get back to my notepad page, and what I'm going to do, I'm going to replace the green color by this blue color. That is the blue of my company. So edit, replace, I copy the new code, and I want to replace the old code, and I replace all. Now I can simply copy this new configuration and paste it on my platform. So now I will obtain tabs that correspond to the blue of my company. Okay, now it's better with my logo, of course, but there is still the problem of the links that we cannot see anymore because they're in white and the background is white, so we cannot see them unless we pass our mouse over it. So what we need to do, we need to modify again the CSS. So let's get back to our notepad page, and if we want the links at the upper right hand corner to be of the same color as the blue of our tabs, we just copy the blue code again, so Control-C, and we paste it under header.sma. Okay, right now there is the code of the white color, but we will replace it with the blue code. Again, we copy this new configuration and we paste it on our platform. We click Save, and now we can see the Help, My Account, and Logout links. So you see, it's not difficult to customize the look and feel of your platform. Note that you can also, of course, modify the background color of your platform. So let me show you how it works. So again, we click Edit, and here you have background color. So here you can pick a color of your choice, or if you have a specific color code you want to use, you simply paste it here. Okay, it is really as simple as that. So this was for the general look and feel. Now there are other elements that you can customize on this page. Like you can enter, for instance, your company URL. And the company URL will be used if a user connected to your platform clicks on the header link. Then he will be automatically redirected to your website. Note that it is mandatory to place HTTP / plus your URL, otherwise it will not work. So this is really important. You can also add your company email that will be used when the system will send notifications. Then users will see that the email was sent from, and it will take this email address. All right. So now, remember I told you that you could also customize your login page. Okay, so I'd like to first show you the login page before we customize it. So we're going to save our changes and log out. So this is the login page. So this is the page that your users see before the login. And you can actually customize the welcome message here, and you can decide if the user can, well, if by default all the users of your platform can see the Wordbee announcements. So in our announcements, we actually publish the new features we've added to our system, and you have a direct link to all our articles about these new features if you click see all articles. Okay, so this is the list of our recent additions to the system. So it's really up to the administrator to decide if by default the users can or cannot see Wordbee news. Okay, so let's connect again as the administrator to show you how to configure this login page. So this is always done within the settings page, and then look and feel. It is actually the last section of this page, customize the login page. So here you can enter the welcome title of your choice and add a welcome message that will be displayed below this welcome title if you wish to. And finally, you can decide if you want or not to show the Wordbee newsfeed. If you untick, then users will not see Wordbee announcements on the login page. Again, up to the administrator to decide. You can click Save when you have configured everything on this page. Now I'd like to show you another example of configuration that you can have, because I've just shown you one example with a blue logo and blue tabs. I'd like to show you another example that we did on another platform. So you see here we have round corners. So it is something you can also do within your CSS codes. So it is, again, just an example. It may not be of your taste, but just to show you the many things we can customize thanks to CSS codes. Right, let's get back to our Wordbee environment. Finally, I would like to show you how you can customize the homepage on your platform. So I need to connect back as the administrator of my environment. So you know that when you create when you create a login for an internal or an external user on your platform, you have to assign this person a profile. You can, for instance, assign the manager profile for internal users of your system so that they can connect and create and manage translation projects. You can also, for example, assign the external worker profile to suppliers who are going to see the jobs you assign to them, plus they will be able to access Wordbee's translation interface in order to perform their jobs. So these were just examples of two user profiles, manager and external worker. So you can find all profiles available on the settings page of your platform under the accounts and security section. You have access rights. If you click configure next to it, you see the whole list of profiles available on your platform. So you can see the default profiles and the profiles you may have created yourself. So if we take the example of the external worker profile, this is generally the profile you assign to your freelance translators, so to your external suppliers. Here you can see that I have assigned this profile to 19 users on my environment. So if we take the example of this profile, you can see that first you can see all the access rights of this person, access rights that you can customize if you want, and you have next to it another tab that is Homepage. So in here you can create a custom panel that will be displayed on the homepage of all your users to whom you have assigned the external worker profile, and it will be the first panel they see when they log in to their workspace. So I'm just wanting to show you an example of custom panel I created. Panel title, I've put Welcome to Wordbee Translation Platform, and I wanted this panel to display a link to Wordbee documentation, a dedicated space for the suppliers, for external workers. So I've just put here a sentence plus a direct link to the right section of the documentation for the external workers, so that the first thing they see when they connect is a link with direct link to the documentation, so that I know that they will be more likely to search for an answer by themselves. All right, rather than always contacting the project manager, for instance. So now I propose to connect as an external supplier to see how this panel looks within the home page. I'm going to log in as a supplier. And here you see the custom panel. Welcome to Wordbee Translation panel. If you're wondering how to accept a job or how to perform them in Wordbee's translation interface, please do not hesitate to refer to Wordbee's online documentation by clicking here. And when they click, they're directly redirected to the right section of our documentation, where we explain how to accept a job or decline it, how to perform it offline, for instance, and so on and so on. So this is just an example of custom panel you can create for your external suppliers, but you can imagine to do a custom panel also to your clients if you have the client portal, so that whenever they will connect, to the Kind portal, they will be able to see a panel where you leave them instructions, for instance, or where you explain the benefits they can get by using the Kind portal. These are just examples. You can, of course, customize the custom panel the way you want. So this is everything I wanted to show you today. Note that next week we organize another session about custom branding, but this time we'll see advanced customization possibilities like how to customize your invoices and quotes templates, how to customize your email notifications, and other elements to discover during the session. You can already register for the session that will take place on Wednesday next week at 4:30 p.m. Central European Summer Time. So you can register for it directly on our website. Let me show you where you can find it. So wordbee.com. Then if you reach our blog, you can see we have a webinar section, and you can directly see the custom branding advanced that we organize next week and register for it. So this is everything for today's session. So if you have any questions, I am now going to open the question box. So do not hesitate, we still have 5 minutes left. So please know that if you want to find, again, the CSS tutorials websites I talked about during the presentation, I will put their direct link within the follow-up email that will be sent to you tomorrow with the recording of today's session. I've received a question. So could you please share the CSS code containing custom styles so we can edit them as you showed? It is empty on our platform. Okay, so it is possible if you have an old version of our platform. I mean, you have all the same features except that you may not have indeed the CSS code directly in it. So I will include the CSS code within the follow-up email that will be sent tomorrow. I will include it so that you can copy and paste it within your environment. So can we modify width of the portal or special sections or boxes? So you can, I can investigate if you want, because I don't want to tell you misleading information. I'm trying to reach my Wordbee platform again. Let me show you what I know you can modify thanks to the CSS code. So what you can modify is the colors of the tabs here, of the panels here. If you want round corners, you can modify also the background color of the status bar here. You can also modify, well, here I'm connected as a supplier, but you can have a different color for the tabs within job sections and project sections. They can be different from the color that you use for the home page. For instance, as you've seen when I've shown you a specific customization we've done for platform, that you can have a specific color for the tab, a different color for the borders, for instance. So I can investigate for you if you want regarding the other customization possibilities that CSS codes offer. And I can answer you directly via email when I have the answers. Any other questions? I hope it will really help you customize your Wordbee environment. So So all the, as I said again, I talked about web applications where you can easily find the color code, or you can find color codes or paste codes in order to see for which color it corresponds to. I will also place the link of this application within the follow-up email. Well, I'd like to thank you everyone for attending our webinar. And if you have further questions, like later on today or the days after, if you have any questions, please do not hesitate to contact us by writing us directly at sales@wordbee.com. Thank you again, everyone, for attending our session. I wish you a very nice day or evening. Bye, everyone.